Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja, your go-to source for free educational content designed to inspire young minds. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of logic and reasoning. Logic forms the bedrock of clear thinking and sound decision-making. If you're ready to sharpen your critical thinking skills, understand arguments, and avoid common pitfalls, you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future lessons. Let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Logic is the systematic study of valid reasoning, and today, we will explore its importance and foundations. Logic helps us construct arguments and draw conclusions based on evidence. More importantly, it equips us with the tools to distinguish between good and bad arguments. Whether in science, mathematics, philosophy, or everyday decision-making, logic serves as a guide to avoid errors in thinking. At the heart of logic is the distinction between validity and truth. While something can be logically valid, it may not necessarily be true. To illustrate, consider a valid argument like all dogs are reptiles. Fido is a dog. Therefore, Fido is a reptile. The structure follows logically, but the premises are false. This highlights a crucial point. While validity is key, soundness, where an argument is both valid and true, is essential for a firm conclusion. One of the first giants of logic, Aristotle, systematized these ideas. He introduced concepts such as the syllogism, a structured argument consisting of two premises leading to a conclusion. For example, all humans are mortal. Socrates is human. Therefore, Socrates is mortal. This structure captures the essence of logical deduction. Let's now turn our attention to types of reasoning, namely deductive and inductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning begins with general principles and moves towards specific conclusions. If the premises are true, the conclusion must also be true, ensuring certainty. For instance, in mathematics and formal logic, deductive reasoning provides an unshakable guarantee that if the premises hold, the conclusion will follow. On the other hand, inductive reasoning starts with specific observations and builds to general principles, yielding probable conclusions rather than certainties. For example, if every swan you've seen thus far is white, you may conclude that all swans are white. This reasoning, while practical for scientific inquiry, does come with inherent uncertainties, as later discovered swan species can contradict your conclusion. Therefore, while deductive reasoning aims for certainty, inductive reasoning focuses on possibilities and patterns. Next, we explore validity and soundness further. Remember, an argument's validity means that if the premises are true, the conclusion must follow logically. However, validity doesn't guarantee that the premises are true. Soundness, conversely, combines validity with truth, ensuring that true premises lead to a true conclusion. Think of sound arguments as the gold standard, only they provide guaranteed conclusions. Now let's delve into the concept of syllogisms more deeply. A syllogism consists of two premises leading to a conclusion and is the cornerstone of deductive reasoning. Its simplicity is part of its power. Understanding syllogisms can help clarify not only formal logic but also how we intuitively reason through everyday situations. A fundamental point here is that all syllogisms include three critical terms: the major term, which becomes the predicate in the conclusion, the minor term, which serves as the subject, and the middle term that connects the two. These components must logically relate for the argument to hold. Moving on, we must also look at logical fallacies. Logical fallacies are pitfalls in reasoning that can undermine arguments. For example, the ad hominem fallacy attacks the person rather than addressing the argument at hand. Recognizing these errors, such as misrepresenting someone's argument, known as the straw man fallacy, is vital in constructive discussions. By understanding fallacies, we can better guard against manipulation in our everyday interactions, whether in conversations, politics, or advertising. Then there are the three fundamental laws of thought proposed by Aristotle, which support all rational discourse. The law of identity states that an object is equivalent to itself, the law of non-contradiction asserts that something cannot be both true and false at the same time, and the law of excluded middle affirms that every statement must either be true or false. These principles hold a foundational role in logical reasoning and emphasize the clarity needed for rational thought. Let's not forget about the value of learning logic in our daily lives. Logic isn't just for philosophers. It's immensely practical. For instance, evaluating claims you see or hear involves asking compelling questions like, what evidence supports this? Is the reasoning sound? Logic reinforces clear communication too. By structuring your arguments with clear premises and conclusions, you enhance your ability to express yourself persuasively. And in a world full of information, how else can we make wise decisions and resist manipulation but through the practice of critical thinking? Furthermore, logic has found a home in symbolic logic, a modern counterpart to classical logic. Unlike classical logic, which analyzes arguments using natural language, symbolic logic utilizes symbols and mathematical techniques, enabling complex reasoning. It's the basis for much of computer science today, displaying how logic continues to evolve and remain relevant. To wrap up, we've explored the foundations of logic and reasoning, from understanding arguments and the distinction between deductive and inductive reasoning to the concepts of validity and soundness. We've examined the structure of syllogisms and the importance of recognizing logical fallacies. We also touched on the fundamental laws of thought and considered the practical applications of logic in daily life. By learning these principles, we equip ourselves with powerful tools for critical thinking and clear communication. Thank you for joining us today on this journey into the foundations of logic and reasoning. We hope you found this lesson valuable and inspiring. Remember, developing your reasoning skills is an ongoing journey that will pay off in every area of your life. Don't forget to subscribe to Spelling Bee Ninja for more exciting educational content. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and stay curious.